Welcome to the lecture course Set 102 for F5 basic class. In previous lecture, we have discussed about the conformational isomerism in N-butyl molecule. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the stereoisomers in cycloalkanes. So, before that, we must know what is the cyclic compounds. So, in many organic compounds, carbon atoms are arranged to form ring. That is nothing but cyclic compounds. So, we can take the example of cyclopropane, then cyclobutane also, that in this molecule we can observe that carbon atoms are arranged to form ring, nothing but cyclic compounds. So we can call also cycloalkanes. Also, alicyclic compound is nothing but when in cyclic compounds all atoms are carbons and between carbon single bond is present. That time we are called alicyclic compounds. So these compounds are alicyclic compounds, means carbon atoms are arranged to form ring here. Only one atom is present, means carbon atoms are arranged to form ring and between carbon single bond is present. So cyclopropane, that is C3H6. Okay. So this contains the three carbons, cyclopropane, C3H6, then cyclobutane, C4H8, cyclopentane, C5H10, then cyclohexane means 6 carbon present, cycloheptane means 7 carbon is present, heptane for 7, cyclooctane, okay, means 8 carbon is present. So all these compounds are alicyclic compounds, so we can call cycloalkanes. So these compounds have the general formula CnH twice A. So this alicyclic compound show the property same like open chain compound, means like aliphatic compounds, means like alkane compounds. So all these compounds show the property similar to those of open chain compounds. Open chain compound means alkane's property and its alkane property and its alicyclic compounds property are same. But first two members, that is cyclopropane and cyclobutane, show the marked difference in their chemical behavior as compared to other members. So they show the different property than other members. So cyclopropane and cyclobutane, suppose if you consider the cyclopropane, this cyclopropane molecule, when this cyclopropane molecule, when react with hydrogen in presence of nickel at 80 degrees Celsius, that time we get the N-propane molecule, like this, N-propane. Same way, when this molecule react with Cl2 in presence of FeCl3, that time we get this molecule, that is the 1,3-dichloropropane. And third reaction, that is the H2 of concentrated H2SO4. So addition of water in presence of concentrated H2SO4 means hydration reaction. That time CH3CH2 CH2OH, we get the one propanol. So from this reaction we can say that this cyclopropane molecule undergo addition reactions. This is the hydrogenation, addition of hydrogen over the carbon-carbon double bond, same like that reaction occur here. Means in this cyclopropane molecule we can observe that ring is open, means ring is break here, and after breaking we get the open chain compound, means here addition reaction occur. So here hydrogen produces some nickel, we can observe the open chain compound, that is the N-propane. Then also Cl2, addition of Cl2 occur over this cyclopropane, we get the 1,3-dichloropropane. Then for this addition of H2 is occur over the cyclopropane. So we can observe that addition reaction. So they show the properties like alkene molecule. Means this show the properties like unsaturated compounds. We can say that. So these first two members, that is cyclopropane and cyclobutane, particularly show the similar property like alkene molecules. Also, you have to remember that this cyclic compound, we cannot observe the carbon-carbon free rotations. Means in all these compounds, carbon-carbon single bond is present, but that carbon-carbon single bond not undergo free rotations like acyclic compounds. Means in ethane, then in butane molecule, we can observe the carbon-carbon single bond rotation, but in this compound we cannot observe. So this different behavior of this cyclic compound can be explained by the Bayes strain theory. So in 1885, that is in 1885, Bayer proposed the theory. That theory is nothing but Bayes strain theory. What you call Bayer strain theory. So that theory explains the behavior of these cycloalkane compounds. So we start study of stereochemistry of cyclic system with Bayes strain theory. So in cyclic compounds, carbon is sp3 hybridized. So bond angle should be 109.5 degrees. But in this compound, in cyclopropane, internal bond angle is 960. Cyclobutane, internal bond angle is 90. In cyclopentane, internal bond angle is 108. In cyclohexane 120. In cycloheptane 120. 8.6 degree. In cyclooctane 135 degree. So we can say that here this tetrahedral angle is deformed during the formation of ring. So when ring is formed, that time this angle is deformed, means tetrahedral angle is deformed. And you know that very well. First two members, particularly cyclopropane and cyclobutane. These two members show the property similar to alkene compounds, means undergo addition reaction. So these two first members, that is cyclopropane and cyclobutane, undergo addition reaction very easily. So ring is break. So these first two members undergo addition reaction and form open chain compounds. So Bayer proposed that these cyclic compounds, all the carbon atoms are present in one plane, and in this compound the angle strain is present. he calculated the angle strain. So angle strain is nothing but angle strain tetrahedral angle minus internal bond angle. So in this way we can calculate the angle strain. So where propose that when this value of angle strain increases, that time that cyclic compound become more unstable. So when you calculate the angle strain for cyclopropane, that time angle strain is given by this formula tetrahedral angle minus internal bond angle. So in this way we can calculate the angle strain. Angle strain is nothing but angle strain tetrahedral angle minus internal angle. In this we can calculate the angle strain. So for cyclopropane that contains the 3 carbons, so for that we can observe the 60 internal angle. Angle strain we can calculate by this, that is the 109.5 minus 60. Okay. So for this angle strain come out to be 49.5 degree. Then cyclobutane angle strain 109.5 degree minus 90, internal bond angle is 90. So angle strain is come out of 19.5 degree. Then cyclopentane angle strain is equal to 109.5 minus 108 degree is equal to 1.5 degree. Then cyclohexane angle strain is equal to 109.5 degree minus 120. So that comes out to be 10.5 degree. Cycloheptane we can calculate the angle strain 109.5 degree minus 128.6 degree is equal to 19.1. So angle strain we always taken to be positive here. So 109.5 minus 128.6. So this value is negative, but angle strain always taken to be positive here. And last is the cyclooctane. Cyclooctane angle strain we can calculate that to 109.5 degree minus 135. So that value comes out to be 25.5 degree. So from these values of angle strain we can say that, Baire proposed that as angle strain increases, stability of ring is decreases here. So cyclopropane and cyclobutane, we can observe the value of angle strain, that is 49.5 and 90.5. So these two compounds are unstable. in cyclopentane we can observe the minimum angle strain only 1.5 degree. So this is the most stable compounds as compared to cyclopropane and cyclobutane. But from cyclohexane, angle strain, that is 109.5 minus 120, that 10.5. Okay, and cyclohexane onward, we can observe the angle strain further goes on increasing. So we expect that as angle strain increases, stability of ring decreases. So Baer proposed this thing, that is as angle strain increases, stability of ring decreases. But from data of heat of combustion, this cyclohexane, cycloheptane and cyclooctane, these three members are free from angle strain. In this molecule, angle strain is not present. So we can say that Baer strain theory is failed to explain the stability of cyclohexane, cycloheptane and cyclooctane. So experimental study said that from heat of combustion data, so these three members, cyclohexane, cycloheptane and cyclooctane, this member is free from angle strain. But Baer said that this member contains angle strain. As you go from cyclohexane to cycloheptane, heptane to cyclooctane, that time angle strain increases, so stability goes on decreasing. So this become more and more unstable. But that thing is not possible for these three members. So because of that, Baer strain theory is failure. So in next lecture we will discuss about the heat of combustion of this cyclic compounds. So how this heat of combustion explain the stability of these cyclic compounds. Okay, thank you.